What if shell shockers had attachments? Hey everyone, welcome back to this is my 6th and last video in my What if shell shockers had attachment series, unless of course a new weapon is added. Make sure to watch the other videos in the series, starting off with the AK-47 video, which I explained how the attachment system could be added. To start off the video, let's see what the Gunsmith would look like. It most likely could look better than this, but this is an example of what it could be. The Gunsmith could look like this, and give you an option to select attachments by clicking on those words. Like other weapons in this series, there are different attachment categories for each part of the gun. Getting into the attachments, let's talk about the barrel attachments first. Just to quickly mention here, when I say ADS time, I'm not talking about the time it takes to aim with the gun. When I say ADS time, I'm instead talking about how long it takes you to become fully accurate once you stand still. This is relevant to shell shockers. The longer you take to stand still to become fully accurate, the easier you are to kill. This isn't relevant for the P90 as it's a weapon not often used at medium to long distance. The main advantage of the short barrel attachment is plus 4% movement speed, which is one tip for a weapon like the P90. The disadvantage is a minus 50% damage bonus, bullets travel 50% less distance before vanishing. The last advantage of the short barrel is minus 10% accuracy while moving. The lightweight barrel adds 20% damage range, so bullets will travel 20% further. With the disadvantage of that taking 50% most likely not concerned. The heavy barrel is a better version of the lightweight barrel because it gives 35% extra damage range, as well as 25% better accuracy while moving. The problem is with this attachment is minus 6% movement speed. Now for the handle attachments. By the way, some images are not from shell shockers because I didn't know what the closest image to that was. These grip attachments will image the ability starting with the speed tape. It's plus 20% recoil means the weapon will be moving upwards during sustained fire. Faster it reduces bloom, and bloom happens during sustained fire. Having a lot of bloom is a very bad thing, because when firing as fast as possible with any gun, it will cause bullets to miss. Even in a close quarters gunfight, bloom will cause many bullets to miss with weapons like the P90 and reduces the bloom by 15% and adds 10% more recoil. The elastic grip will help with recoil if it's concerning. This attachment will reduce the recoil by 20%. But 15% bloom means that the crosshairs will be 15% wider when shooting as fast as possible, resulting in bullets missing. The last grip attachment, the steady grip, gives bonuses to both recoil reduction and bloom reduction, with the small disadvantage of taking 10% longer to become fully accurate when standing still, which may not be too bad. Other weapons in this series have had more muzzle attachments, but 2 may be enough for the P90. No muzzle flash as a pro for an attachment means that when the weapon is fired with the attachment, firing is invisible and there is no flash coming from the gun. The light suppressor is the same thing as a flashlight. It reduces the sound rate fired by 75%. This is what I mean by silenced. The weapon would not actually be silent. Now for the laser attachments, these are the same as some other weapons. The low power laser is an option for close quarters gunfight that simply doesn't have any real disadvantages, it simply adds 20% accuracy while moving. Flashlight's a unique attachment in that it would require a new mechanic to be added to the game. It would be visible to all other players who you're looking in the weapon. That is a disadvantage of the flashlight, and the advantage is that it would shine light in front of your weapon to see a bit better, and it gives 10% accuracy while aiming. The high power laser is an upgrade of the low power laser. It improves accuracy by 40% while moving. But as well as the flashlight, it's visible to all other players you are facing towards. Now for the optic attachments. The red dot sight is the same as other weapons, it has 25% while aiming with the weapon, and on top of that makes it 10% more accurate when standing still. The holographic sight based on the 25% more than the red dot, and accuracy of standing still bonus is the same. Tryhard 2.5 zoom scope may not be best suited with attachments that would use weakness blues to be used at a distance. Perhaps the best thing about the Tryhard 2.5 zoom scope makes the weapon 25% more accurate when standing still. All of that comes at a minor disadvantage of just minus 2% movement speed. The last type of attachment is stock attachment. Skeleton stock reduces the time taken still by 10%, as well as gives a 2% bonus to movement speed. This comes at a disadvantage of minus 10% accuracy while moving, meaning while moving the crosshairs are 10% larger. The heavy stock has an opposite effect to the skeleton stock. This stock reduces movement 10%. As well as that, it improves accuracy while aiming by 20%. This stock, however, 4% reduced movement speed takes away from the big advantage. Lastly, the light stock makes it 5% quicker to become fully accurate when standing still and gives a 1% light stock is as the advantages are minor and may not have much. That's all for what Shell Shockers Gun had attachments for now. At some point I'll edit all of these videos in the series into one longer video to make it easier to watch the whole series at once. So in this series I'll talk about a hypothetical scenario which Shell Shockers Guns as well as that I'll try to make it Shell Shockers, but keep in mind that if something like this was added to the game, then many new spikes and images will be made, as well as changes within the game function, which is all possible. In the first video of the series, aimed attachments, I talked about how attachment system is balanced. I still think the best way for this to be implemented would be to make attachments cost, say maybe 5,000 eggs per attachment. Visualizing it like this, each attachment would cost 5,000 eggs, meaning it would cost almost 100,000 eggs to fully buy all attachments for the weapon. I think this would be really fair. It would take a long time for new players to build up enough eggs of 5 attachments. That is just how I think it would be balanced. This is being considered by digital unsorted balance. That's all for the video. I hope you enjoyed or found it interesting. Yeah.